Hello, agents. Welcome to the Ingress Insights podcast, hosted by PkmnTrainerJ. Ingress Insights aims to give you the latest news and updates about the Niantic Spatial game Ingress. Whether you're a veteran agent who has recursed 17 times or a brand new agent working to level 8, wondering what a fracker is, this is your place for the latest Ingress news and discussions. 2026 sees Ingress renewed under Niantic Spatial and many new campaigns to engage agents. So, plenty to discuss. Share any thoughts by checking our social media links. Now, over to Ada.
Additional intel available.
Hello agents, welcome to episode 147 of the Ingress Insights podcast. This week we're going over the Plus Gamma Anomaly results because the Plus Gamma season is now completed. We've had the last few anomalies and we know the full season score and the winner for that. I'll also be just recapping what we know we've got coming up for anomalies in Q2. We don't have the full schedule yet, but we'll be looking at the anomalies at least. And then seeing a few more little details that are going on, what's happening, what's coming in the app update, and go from there. First of all, I'm going to get into the anomaly news and go over the Plus Gamma results for the anomalies just happened this weekend. Final anomalies for Plus Gamma have now finished. So we had one in Hyderabad in India, and the score for that was 182.2 points to Enlightened and 117.8 points to Resistance. This was followed up by the anomaly in Buenos Aires, and that was 153.2 points to Enlightened, 146.8 to Resistance. So that was a bit closer. That does mean the final score is 1,802.8 points to Enlightened and 1,597.2 points to Resistance. That means that Enlightened win their 12th anomaly in a row, which is quite impressive. If you are new to anomalies and wondering what happens now, sometimes there is law that changes based on who wins the anomaly. However, we weren't told anything prior to this anomaly starting, anything changing on there. So I wouldn't expect that to happen this time around, but we may still get something. Though the anomalies have ended, you are still able to purchase the Plus Gamma Anomaly Series badges from the store, the ones that cost 30,800 CMU for the supporter and the character medals. You're also still able to earn some Plus Gamma tokens for a little while still until the 6th of April by doing the aberration campaigns that are going on at the moment. So even though the anomalies are finished, there's still a little opportunity to pick up some badges and earn some Plus Gamma tokens, which might help you get the next level in your badge. That is also the end of events for this month. So the last one being the anomaly events that are happening today and the bits that are happening on Sunday later. We do have details of where the 2026 Q2 anomalies are happening. So on the 16th of May 2026 is one in Sydney, New South Wales, Australia, and Prague in Czechia. And then the 30th of May is one in Kyoto City in the Hiroshima Prefecture in Japan, and Jersey City, New Jersey in the USA. And the 20th of June is the final ones for Q2 in Geneva, Switzerland, and Lima, Peru. As I mentioned, we don't have the full Q2 schedule yet. Heard from agents that is expected on Monday, so you'll be able to see that shortly after this podcast. You'll be able to see it the next day. And that will also detail the Q3 anomaly dates that are coming up. So if you do need to book those off work, you'll be able to look at them and get that sorted out. That's all there really is for anomaly news. And obviously next week there won't be any anomaly news unless we get the update on there. But that's it for Plus Gamma. Season is pretty much over, but you can get the points and get the badges as I mentioned on there. And I will just recap on the aberration campaign and my progress next. Let's move into general Ingress news. We do still have a remnant of the Plus Gamma Anomaly series left going on. So this is the aberration campaign that runs until the 6th of April, 6 p.m. UTC. And that's where we're getting quite a few campaigns related to the aberration. I did cover this in a previous episode, what you get through on there. But doing that, you can earn 3,800 Plus Gamma tokens. So if you still need time to earn those, you can do it in this way and get those on there. It doesn't count towards the Plus Gamma season scores. That's all done now. You are able to redo some of these campaigns. So I don't know what number I'm going through again on here, but I'm running through the aberration superposition on the 3rd assignment, and I've done 1 of 4 bounties on there. I've got another run through of the main Aberration campaign. I've done 2 out of 3 bounts on there. I'm on the first assignment again. Then finally, the Aberration Dissolution, where you're doing destructive research bounties. I'm on the third lot of assignments. I've done 3 or 4 bounts on there. So I'm just going through, getting the gear, playing as I normally play, and able to get the stuff on there. We do also have the Good Cat and Bad Cat campaigns that are going on at the same time, but those are premium campaigns that you need to pay 30,000 CMU to access, but you can at least see your progress on there and see if you think it's worth getting the badge by paying it and getting all the gear that you could get coming with that as well. The only Aberration campaign I don't think you're able to redo is the one that you get once you've done all of them once, which is the Aberration Equilibrium, which they do mention on here is the ultimate campaign in regards to it. So it's not clear yet what's going to happen with it after the 6th of April, whether that will factor into Q2. Maybe the Q2 anomaly series will be called the Aberration. That might be interesting. But at the moment, it's a load of campaigns going on. Play as you normally play, and you'll be able to get a load of free stuff. It's no premium campaigns besides the cat ones, and I don't think they're really worth it myself personally. We have been told what will be coming in the next Ingress update, which is not out yet as I'm recording on the 21st. But it said you'll be able to switch the medal sorting of your profile. So in addition to the current chronological order with the newest medals and tiers on top, you'll be able to sort your medal profile medals by categories. We don't know what the categories are and whether it will be viewable to other agents, but it was something that was raised in the Ingress subreddit forum over a year ago. So it does show the team are paying attention at least and making sure they're tracking everything on there. So it's very nice to see, and it'll be interesting to see how it's in the update. I'm hoping that eventually they get an update where you can shine up your badges, because it's based in Unity for Ingress, and I know that is in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, where you can shine your badges up, because they did that in the original games. So it'd be a nice little thing on there as a very pointless feature, but very fun to do and see the shiny badges. That's all the news there really is for general Ingress news. As we get towards the end of Anomaly series, the news just kind of dip, and then we do get more as the new Anomaly results and series and details come in. At the moment, with OPR/Recon being paused, I obviously don't have any Recon news to go through in this final section I did before. However, I did want to highlight the Scanniverse forums closed down on the 13th of March 2026. So they closed those forums down and encouraged everyone to visit the Scanniverse Discord instead, which if I find a link to, I am in it. I'll try and provide a link and share that in the show notes. If you do want to discuss Scanniverse, if you're doing your scans in there instead of Ingress and making things look all fancy and building up a nice mesh or large geospatial model, which is what you're doing with that. The only other thing I really want to mention is to obviously try not to be political here, but lots of stuff is going on in the Middle East at the moment. This means that energy prices are rising, costs are rising for lots of things. Obviously, we're now paying more to be able to get exported or get from everywhere else. So part of me was wondering whether we'll see core prices increase or metal prices increase, with a thing of, oh, it's now costing us more energy, more cost to run all our machines, our servers, everything like that, because electricity is costing us more, gas is costing us more, that kind of thing. So therefore, we've had to increase core to adjust for this. I don't know if it'll happen. I just wanted to mention maybe it's a possibility. We don't know how long everything is going to go on for, and if it all stops tomorrow, that's really good. But we just don't know at the minute, which is a lot of what I'm saying to people in my industry at the minute. We don't have a crystal ball. We've no idea what's going to happen. Unfortunately, we're just all doing the best that we can. I have unfortunately ended a few of these podcasts on somber notes, so apologies for that. But next time we will have the details for the Q2 schedule and be able to see what's happening on there. So that'll be very nice to know what's going on, and also see the Q3 anomalies and get those dates booked in as well. Outside of that, if there's any sit reps or special things or things you want to shout out about your community, do feel free to send them in to me, mostly on Blue Sky, will be where I'm paying the most attention. So send them through on there. I can always have a look through and feature them on the podcast kind of at the end of the show, because that's now needs time filling. It was previously filled by Recon and Wayfarer. Just finally, speaking of Wayfarer, they are now recruiting for the 5th cohort of Wayfarer ambassadors. So if you're interested, you can visit the Wayfarer community forums and do that. Maybe at some point we'll get the Ingress player ambassadors we were meant to have. I feel that all got kind of quashed when there was a split and everything happened on there, and less resources, that kind of thing. That's all from me for this week, folks. Bit of a shorter one, as I said. But hope you all have a great Sunday and happy hacking. Thank you, agents, for listening to the latest episode of the Ingress Insights podcast. If you'd like to support the podcast, you can do that in a couple of ways. So the easiest way to support the podcast is via Patreon. So you can find it at patreon.com/Ingress Insights. And there's a free tier, a $1 a month tier, whatever that is in your local currency, and a $5 a month tier. You can check out what benefits those come with on the Patreon. One other thing you can do that's totally free that helps out a lot is rating the podcast on your podcast service of choice. So where you can leave a rating or leave comments, that always helps increase visibility. And then finally, you can follow us on various social media channels. We use most of them, but the best one to follow us on now is Blue Sky. So that's just ingressinsights.bsky.social. Search for Ingress Insights on Blue Sky, you'll find us on there. Finally, sharing the podcast with friends, family, other agents who want to listen and get updates, so it helps out and helps get interviews with various Ingress people or other game-related people to then increase visibility more. So anything you can do from those is great. Thanks again for listening, agents. Have a great day.
Intel package transferred.